The boy's more Robert than Jamie.
Robert was a drunken fool, but he didn't enjoy cruelty. Sometimes I wonder
What?
if this is the price for what we've done, for our sins.
To Cersei, it kind of feels like the walls are closing in on her, and all the people she loves are being taken from her, and all of her enemies are getting more and more powerful. So you can kind of see her getting more and more paranoid. But on the other hand, it's not necessarily paranoia if you're right.
And when she starts making a confession to Tyrion, I mean, this is somebody who she has a sort of a hate-hate relationship with. She really does not like her brother, and she really doesn't trust her brother. And when she finds herself in a position where she has to confide in him because there's nobody else around, that's a pretty good sign that things have gotten pretty dire for her.
One of the things I think makes Tyrion such a compelling character is that he's able to see the humanity in people who don't show it very often. He mentions in the first season his sympathy for cripples, bastards, and broken things. And Cersei is absolutely one of those broken things.
One of my favorite moments of acting in the whole series is not even a dialogue-driven moment. It's when she is trying to confide in him, but she can't do it, and he's trying to console her, but he doesn't know how. And that moment of intimate awkwardness between them, and the way that Peter and Lena play that moment is I think, is one of the high points of the season for me.
Who did you say your mother was again?
Cinder Lannister.
She the fat one?
Well, perhaps she's gotten a little larger than
No, no. There's only one fat Lannister. If she was your mother, you'd know it.
It's easy to forget, I guess, that Jamie is this famous killer, because we haven't seen him really since midway through the first season, where he kills Jory and fights with Ned. We haven't seen that side of Jamie. You hear about it, people talk about, you know, what a great fighter he is and everything, but you don't see it that often. And the truth is, that's the real Jamie. The real Jamie Lannister isn't, you know, the good-looking kind of charming rogue. The real Jamie is the monster. You know, he's a beast, and this is what he loves to do, and it's what he does better than just about anyone in this world. And you know, the scene, he doesn't have anything against his cousin. I mean, his cousin's a perfectly nice kid, and they're having a very good conversation. But the moment they put Alton Lannister into that pen with him, Jamie knows exactly what he's going to do.
It's like stepping into a dream you've been dreaming
For as long as you can remember, and finding out that the dream is more real than your life.
The second time you watch the scene is when it really starts to become chilling for me, because Jamie's really going into depth about you know, his own past experiences. And when you know that this whole time he's just waiting for the right moment to beat this kid to death, it just makes it really, really dark and savage. And it's, you know, I think it's one of Nikolai's great moments.
It's actually quite simple.
Well, let me help you.
You'll only have to do one thing.
Tell me.
You'll have to die.
Oh, we've got a scent! The hounds have the scent. Come, Maester. Don't look so grim. It's all just a game.
Theon is making quite a mess of things by this point. I think that Theon, the main driving compulsion at this point is to belong. And I think from the beginning, it's always been the thing he's wanted. This new way of looking at himself, this new unconflicted way of looking at himself, is pushing every decision he makes.
It's better to be cruel than weak.
I think self-conscious is a good word for Theon. You get the sense that natural leaders, whether it's Ned Stark or Robb Stark, there's a kind of natural confidence there, and they stand up in front of men and they expect these men to follow them, and the men do. And with Theon, there's, I think, a certain nervousness, because he's never really been a leader.
Unlike someone like Joffrey, who I think you can say is a bad person, Theon isn't unambiguously a bad person in that way. His expression when he sees what he's done, you can see that it's just a piece of him dies when he sees that, and it pushes him even further into very dark psychological territory.